What's going on? Jerome's Dirty Man is back yet again for another 7-round Vikings Mock Draft. Now, right away, we got some BS in our window. So Jacksonville's like, hey, 20 for 25 and your second round pick. No. To that I say nay. But, so the Lions, intra-divisional rivals in the NFC North division, offering 2, 3, 4, our third pick overall in all those rounds for 22 overall. So let's take a look at the chart. Handy dandy trade chart. So the Vikings pick at 22 has a value of 780. There you go, nailed it. And then Detroit, the third overall pick in 2, 3, 4 has 550, 255, and 76, which I believe adds up to 881. So the Vikings get a nice little overlay there. Yes, in division, but is it unprecedented? No. I mean, the Vikings did deal when Detroit was like, hey, we really need Javid Best. There you go. Nailed it. So here we go. All right, start this round. Yeah, it feels good. I'm going to miss running these mock drafts, although we can just do 2021 mock drafts, which is fine. Or, supplemental draft mock drafts. That will be coming up too, because I forget who it was. Oh, Mark Dominic, who former NFL GM, I believe works with ESPN now. I think it was Dominic, but he pointed out that there could be a record number of supplemental draft applicants now because of the college football season being up there. I think that was a good point that a lot of people aren't thinking of. All right, so now Dolphins want to get up to 25, so they're offering 2, 4, 5, 7. It's probably not good enough. And then also for 25, the Jets are offering a 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah. I'll just decline here. So look at the board. Vikings now have 2 second-round picks, 3 third-rounders, 2 fourth-rounders, as well as number 25 overall. So now, look at the board. By the way, we're using our guy Arif Hassan's consensus big board, something that he does every year. It's really awesome. There we go. So now, you look at the big board. Offensive tackle, Jones there, Cleveland, Austin Jackson, sure to a degree. Interior offensive line, you got Robert Hunt, as well as Cesar Ruiz is sitting there chilling. Ooh. As well as you look at, if you wanted to go down the edge road, you got Gross Matos, got Terrell Lewis, you got Aquara, who I wouldn't mind in the second round. Same thing with Curtis Weaver. Cornerbacks, Fulton Gladney, Terrell, Jalen Johnson, all in a tight little grouping there. Let's see here. Oh, the Lions traded up for Epinesa, which, Laviska Shenault went to the Saints. Oh, that's gross. That really is dirty. Actually, let's review. All right, so Burrow, Young, Okudah, Thomas, Herbert, Derek Brown. Oh, so that's intriguing. So Derek Brown going to the Chargers. Man, that is a dirty front 7. That is just gross. Jerry Jeudy somehow still goes to the Cardinals. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury is who he is. Wirfs goes to the Jaguars, Wolves to the Browns, CD to the Jets. Kinlaw makes it to the Raiders at 12, which is pretty interesting. Becton, they still go Becton, huh? Jefferson goes to the Broncos, Jefferson Airplane. Ruggs makes it all the way to 18. Jalen Reagor goes pretty high at 19 to the Raiders. Would have loved to have him on board. Tua falls all the way to the Jaguars at 20. Wow. Zach Bond. So there you go. So let's see here. Any anomalies on the big board per se? Not particularly, but also I came into this draft wanting to throw a curveball at everyone, and it's a theory that I've been working on for a while. Is that what pick would shock you in the first round? What pick would be like, oh my gosh, what would happen there? But if you add up all the pieces, the Vikings bring in Dom Capers, the Vikings sign Michael Pierce, the Vikings bring in Anthony Zettel, who's probably a better best suited as a 3-tech in the NFL in a 3-4. They may be moving to a 3-4, and I'm perfectly fine. Anthony Barr rushing more. I think Afadio Denabo would suit really well as a 5-tech 3-4 defensive end as well. I think Daniel Hunter certainly has the agility to drop back in coverage, but really be more of that Sam linebacker in a 3-4. So we're going to go nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Boom, here we go. Kenneth Murray, come on in. So just imagine Kenneth Murray and Eric Kendricks as the 2 inside linebackers at the Will and the Mike respectively. Oh, baby. I mean, just that sheer athleticism, coverage ability, just in the middle of that defense, as well as just think of sub packages with Kendricks and Murray as your, say, nickel linebackers, and then Anthony Barr with his hand in the dirt defensive end, or as a rush linebacker. Come on, player. All right, now Vikings have a couple offers. So they could drop from the 3rd overall pick down to 8, pick up a 3rd rounder, or the Colts are offering a similar deal. I mean, let's look at the board. So I don't want to drop that far because I want to make sure that I'm within striking range to get either Jones, Jackson. Looks like Ezra Cleveland went off the board. So I actually may just stick and pick. Yeah. Cesar Ruiz is still there. As well as cornerback-wise, I want to get Jalen Johnson. Wide receivers already been sort of picked over, but Ayuk Pittman is there. Hamler is there. All right. Jesus, take the wheel. No, just playing. All right, decline trades. All right, so now we just need... There we go. All right, so we just need Josh Jones not to go within the next 2 picks, which, please, one time. All right, we made it. We made it. Looks like we made it. Oh, Patrick Queen goes to the Bengals. That's a nice little pickup. Gross Matos to the Colts. There you go. All right, so Josh Jones. I mean, if the Vikings can get Josh freaking Jones at the top of the 2nd round like this, you know, smack your mama or gag me with a spoon or whatever it is. My goodness. My God. By God. All right, so the Vikings still chilling in the 2nd round. I mean, ideally, if Pittman can make it to the bottom of the 2nd round, oh, there he goes. Claypool, I'm not wild about. So Bryce Hall, Cameron Dantzler. All right, so we're getting to the spot where bunching up a little bit. It is nice that the Vikings do have 3 third-round picks now. So wide receiver, I feel like if they didn't jump on it early, they can sit back a little more than you would think, because you got Tyler Johnson, you got Devin Duvernay, you got Lynn Bowden Jr. coming out of Kentucky, you got James Prochet as well. I feel like those are all guys. Oh, DPJ as well. Those are all guys who are going to be later day 2 picks that could come in week 1 and contribute. So I'm pretty much okay there. I don't want to let the cornerback slide necessarily, because I feel like after Hall, Dantzler, Pride, Robertson, Holmes, I feel like there is a pretty steep drop-off in terms of immediate contributors at cornerback. So I'm going to stick and pick. We are going to get Bryce Hall here at the bottom of the 2nd round. I mean, something that we've said on ad nauseum, that Bryce Hall, even though he's more of a zone cornerback than a man-to-man guy. I mean, Bryce Hall, you can make a good case that he was the best cornerback in college football 2018. Probably would have been a first-round pick if he came out last year. Decided to come back for 1 season. Didn't quite work out. So they're offering an additional 4th if the Vikings move back. I'm just going to stick with my picks. All right, start the round. See who goes here. So Greenland and Komet went off the board. All right, so let's look at the big board. So Ashton Davis, possible position need at safety, depending on what happens with Anthony Harris, as well as, you do need someone to replace J-Ron Curse and Sendejo. Jordan Elliott here. Man, a 3rd round, that's a lot of value there. Gallimore is sitting there chilling. Hennessy, I love as well. I mean, eventually, do you just go Jalen Hurts? Man. Edgewise, Jabari from Florida is there. Anthony Jennings, Allen Robinson, Highsmith, I like a lot. Travis Gibson, I'm in love with. Carter Coughlin, Tutska. Whew. It's not bad. Defensive interior, I love Stowbridge. Like, if Fodu makes a lot of sense, Devin Hamilton makes a lot of sense, specifically for the Vikings. I really love James Lynch as well. Nick Coe for sure. Ooh, Nick Coe. Speaking of 5-techs, there you go. Linebacker-wise, Blake Harris makes sense. Logan Wilson, Willie Gay Jr., the combine superstar. Troy Dye. Man, we're in good shape. Wide receiver-wise, do you just take Claypool at this spot? Do you? I really love DPJ, though. Yeah. All right, so plan this out. So the Vikings, basically in the next 45 picks, they have 4 selections. 3 third rounders and 1 at the top of the 4th. So at this spot, go Gallimore. Yeah, let's go Gallimore. There you go. So it's really close. Gallimore or Jordan Jumbo Elliott from Mizzou. Yeah, it is really close. All right, so now gotta wait till 25. But check the boxes. I mean, Kenneth Murray was a pure BPA luxury pick, but also a bit of a need if the Vikings are shifting towards that 3-4. Because, I mean, would you prefer Kendricks and Wilson in the middle or Kendricks and Kenneth Murray? I love Eric Wilson too, but I got left tackle future Josh Jones. I think he would start right away. I got Bryce Hall out there chilling, starting at cornerback. Also, you got some Neville Gallimore. Obviously, need to start hitting on some wide receivers. But also interior offensive line is pretty sexy as well. So Jonah Jackson is still on board, chilling, just winking at us. Would be a perfect scheme fit. Matt Hennessy is there as well. Tyler Biadish, Nick Harris. It would be a great zone center as well. Wide receiver wise, I mean, we could still be pushing this off because you got Van, you got Tyler Johnson. Did miss out on DPJ, but what can you do there? So now the Vikings are at 25. Let's look at the big board. So man, it would be like super duper, just like whatever. If you take Cam Akers or Zach Moss here, I do want Jonah Jackson, but Jabari here, is that too much value? Is that too much value at 90? It might be, although I am pretty high on Gibson, Garvin even, as well as Highsmith, so I think it'd be okay there. I'm just going to go get my guy. I'm just going to go get Jonath Jackson. We've got a typo there, but whatever. Unless there is a Jonath Jackson who also went to Ohio State. Like maybe he's just some random kid. Like he's some 5'5", 140-pound like biochemistry major. He just decided to put his name in. All right, a couple trade offers, and screw that noise. Vikings gonna stick and pick. All right, so at 41, I'm surprised that Nathani Moody is still on board, to be honest. But look at the big board. Not much has changed. So Willie Gay Jr. is there. Tyler Johnson is there. I think it's about time we just break down and draft a wide receiver. So Tyler Johnson, welcome on in. Minnesota, a week 1 contributor. And, man, that could be a legendary third round for the Vikings with Gallimore, Jackson, and Tyler Johnson there as well. Feeling hot. Feeling sexy. I'm declining all trades. Screw you and your face. All right, now, look at some needs. So, could go edge, could double back on wide receiver. They list quarterback, which I think is funny. Cornerback-wise, I mean, we would have liked to double down on corner, but, the board played out where Gallimore was a little bit of BPA. Jonah Jackson, same thing. Tyler Johnson, we had to start cracking that wide receiver ceiling. So now look in the big board. Okay. You go Antonio Gibson. I think he is more wide receiver than running back. I truly do. He's only had like 33 carries, but everyone and their mom says that he's going to be a running back. Okay. I don't think I necessarily agree with that. Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree with you there. Cornerback-wise, I like Ojimediah from Iowa. I never learned how to pronounce that one. Mike from Iowa. There we go. Let's see. Reggie Robinson second is fine. Dane Jackson is intriguing. I do really like John Reed and Lavert Hill. Probably get them way later on. Safety-wise, Geno Stone, Blackman, Jay Reed. Makes sense. Brooks, if you want that linebacker hybrid guy. Terrell Burgess is still on board, which is kind of surprising. So do that. I don't want to miss out on edge. I really, really do not. But Burgess may be just too much value there. Actually, you know what? Screw your face. Yeah, let's have some fun. There you go. Antonio Gibson, where he's a receiver, he's a do-it-all, he's a gadgety player, he's a return man as well. Put him in the backfield. It's just like whatever. So the fact that the Vikings just ignored wide receiver until late in the third round and got Tyler Johnson and Antonio Gibson, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with how these events unfolded. And offensive line-wise, so you got Jonah Jackson, you got Josh Jones. I mean, those may be your starting offensive linemen, left tackle, left guard, this season. Although with no training camp and no OTAs, no rookie camp, it's probably unlikely. But just imagine a world where Josh Jones is good to go at left tackle. Jonah Jackson is absolutely good to go at left guard. And then they just jettison Riley Reef. Free up that $8.8 million in cap. I would not be upset. I really wouldn't be. So now, looking at edge, Gibson at 166. We may have to just do it. All right, so Gibson, pretty good at wide receiver. We'll grab a linebacker later. Jay Reed is there. Yeah, all right. Gibson, come on in. Waited long enough. If you don't get J.R. Reed, I'm okay with that. I do like Blackman. I do like Tanner Muse as well. I do like Shaheem Carter because Carter can play some cornerback as well. Like he really got over. Oh, Kenny Robinson? Oh, how is Kenny Robinson that low? What is going on? All right, into the fifth round. So we got fifth, 2, 6, and 3 7s. So 6 more selections to go. I'm feeling good. Logan Stenberg is still on the board, just chilling. All right, so I definitely want to triple back at some point and get another offensive lineman. So Alex Taylor, who is the ultimate physical project. He's basically he actually is like a power forward out there trying to play left tackle. It's actually kind of awkward watching him too. All right, so Stenberg is there. McTelvin Agim, if they want to go that route. Though we already did check the box in terms of defensive linemen. What else do you need? I mean, quarterback wise, Morgan is there. Man, they don't even have Mason Fine listed. Probably because I just called him Nathan Fine. That's probably why they don't have him. Edge wise, I mean, Carter Coughlin, do you see him as more of a linebacker? Maybe. We also haven't doubled back on cornerback yet. Could wait to get John Reed. I like John Reed a lot. AJ Green is nah. I mean, Lamar Jackson is really more of a J-Ron Curse type. I should probably make a pick. Yeah, I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm just gonna go get the freak. There you go. Alex Taylor, super athletic, super amazing, small school, historical Black College University left tackle, where it's just like he is. I mean, Oli Udoh, it looks like Anthony Munoz compared to Alex Taylor. He legit does. I think Alex Taylor obviously has a ton of physical upside and a lot of raw ability. He's only been playing football for a couple of years. So sit him, practice squad him. Let's see him in what happens in 2 years. Yeah, but in terms of, you got Josh Jones, the day one left tackle, you got Jonah Jackson, and now you get Alex Taylor in the late rounds. I mean, that's, baby, you got a stew going. It's not bad there. All right, so now definitely want to partake in another cornerback. Definitely want another more traditional wide receiver. So Daryl Mooney out of Tulane is interesting. Got Tyree Cleveland's back there. Aaron Fuller, Bayless, sure. Let's look at the big board. Oh, DJ Dallas is there? All right. Javaris Davis makes sense. Samuels. Okay. Throckmorton is there. Although we already tripled down offensive line, which is fine. So Davis. We'll go Davis. There you go. We missed out on John Reed by this much, but what can I do? All right, now, other wide receivers. We just get who we want. I mean, Mooney makes sense. Could circle back, get Tyree Cleveland later. I thought it was going to be like Moss is still there. It's just like, what? All right, we'll bring in Shaheem Carter as well. So even though we didn't get a safety, Shaheem Carter is like a safety in name only. Actually, yeah, a little bit bummed that we didn't get safety early, but what can you do? Made a decision, got some other picks. Not mad at you at all. All right, so now go a little bit of BPA, or do we just grab whoever the hell that we want, like we do? Do we just get JJ Taylor? Let's get JJ Taylor. Or there we go. We'll pick Levante Bellamy. Row the boat. And just in terms of running backs with a lot of experience in the zone scheme, Levante Bellamy is certainly up there. Could be a sneaky pick where he's not the best athlete in the world. He's never going to light the world on fire there. But just in terms of a patient runner who's very experienced in the inside-outside zone scheme, I mean, he could surprise a lot of people, turn a lot of heads. I still want J.J. Taylor, though, but nah. All right, now what else? Oh, yeah, we're going to get Tyree Cleveland, and we just pick up a quarterback. Yeah, we'll pick up Tyler Huntley. There you go. Since the world has deprived us of Mason Fine, we will settle for Tyler Huntley. And, of course, Tyree Cleveland coming out of Florida. I don't. Actually, Van Jefferson gets all the hype, but I actually like his teammate Tyree Cleveland just based on where they're going to be drafted, just a little bit more. So that is it. That is what happened in our carnage here. So the Vikings traded 22 to Detroit for the number 3 pick in the second, third, fourth round. Really kicked things off. Also, surprise pick first round. So Kenneth Murray just coming in, super amazing stud athlete, just a nose for the football, great in coverage as well. Linebacker coming out of Oklahoma. And then top of the second round, you're able to get Josh Jones at the top of the second round. Shoot. So Josh Jones, left tackle of the future. Day one, I say put him out there with Reef. Do with him whatever you will. Kick him into guard for a year, cut him because Jonah Jackson in the third round. Is he ready to go? Either way, the Vikings get 2 perfect scheme-fit offensive linemen, as well as pick up a really fun project in Alex Taylor in the 5th round. Also, decided to go a little BPA, Neville Gallimore in the 3rd round. Picked up Bryce Hall. Who's going to come in and start, or at least be in the mix there with Mike Hughes and Holton Hill, as well as Javaris Davis coming in at Auburn. Noah Igbeneghene's running partner from Auburn, as well as Shaheem Carter. A little bit of do-it-all, safety, cornerback, can play some slot. Don't mind picking him up at all in the 6th, as well as, I know, what you're saying. What about wide receiver? Tyler Johnson, TJ, bottom of the 3rd round. As well as Antonio Gibson, listed as a running back, but really is more of a wide receiver, a bit of a gadget player. I mean, use him like you would use Laviska Shenault, as well as I think he would be monster contributor in the return game as well. Also, picked up Tyree Cleveland in the 7th round. I mean, I ain't mad at that at all. It's a nice little pickup, as well as Travis Gibson, just in terms of that mid-round edge rusher project for Andre Patterson to work with and mold. Really like him coming in. Also, Levante Bellamy, perfect zone fit running back, as well as Tyler Huntley in the 7th round. And there you go. I mean, that is it. A little bit shocker at the beginning, but a decent trade down. Yes, even in division with Detroit, who just really needed AJ Epinesa. Okay, but nice little haul here. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. But let us know your thoughts. You guys always do. I always love it for it, guys. The trade down and then the shocker first round pick. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.